Hello to everybody. Today I simply wanted to make a brief video message with regards to the ongoing COVID-19 situation, with particular word about masses here at the parish, and just to give some words of encouragement. Now, as you know, we have been dispensed from the obligation to participate in Mass on Sundays and holy days of obligation, and so I want to emphasize that first of all, that this brief video is in no way meant to undermine or change that dispensation, but likewise, I do not want it to come across as though I'm going to pressure you to feel like you need to start coming to Mass, because the fact is, I don't know everyone's situation, and we want to take into account everyone's own capacity to judge for themselves, their own sense of comfort, their own sense of whether or not it would be safe, and so forth. But I do want to say that we at the parish do pray and long for that time when we can hopefully all be reunited at the Lord's altar of praise and be able to worship Him in the fullness of the Holy Eucharist. Now, as I make this message, I want to assure you that we at the parish have continually followed through on the COVID-19 protocols regarding safety and prevention. And so such things as regular sanitizing of the space, the requirements for social and physical distancing within the church, as well as, following the state's mandate to wear masks while indoors. These are all being followed faithfully and successfully to the degree that we certainly have not had any issue here at the parish. But I also want to make light of within that, the fact that our attendance at Mass, we still do have room, in case you are wondering. Many of you are already attending Mass, and I want to simply make light first and foremost in that regard that those of you who are attending Mass, thank you for the ways that you are helping us to uphold the necessary protocols. But we want to encourage others who might be wondering that since these protocols are in place, we do have room for others to be able to attend Mass who may be wondering. To give you a sense of our numbers, in a typical weekend, on Saturday evening at 5 o'clock, there are usually about 25 people that are in attendance, whereas on Sunday morning for the 9 o'clock Mass, it's typically been about 80, though in recent Sundays it's been even a little more than that, closer to 100 even. And on Sundays at 12 noon for the Latin Mass, it's usually around 50 people that are present. And so we do have more room in our church for others who might be so desiring to be present. Likewise, during the week, I would say an average weekday Mass attendance is somewhere in the realm of 15 to 20 people. And so you can feel confident there too, minding again the dispensation from Sunday, but still the opportunity to partake of the Eucharist, that the weekday Masses would be a fine and fitting time to be able to come and to partake, and so to be encouraged. Now, one of the reasons I felt compelled to make this video today is from the very point of view that just yesterday in the U.S. mail, we sent out a letter to many of the parishioners on these very matters. And why do I say many? Well, we decided in-house here, that being the parish staff and I, that those of you who are already coming to Holy Mass regularly, whether that be on a weekend or during the week, that these words of this letter are not going to be anything new to you. And so in the name of stewardship and saving ourselves some postage, we decided that we would send this letter mainly to people that we are wanting to inform and help to encourage. Once again, not wanting to put any pressure on anybody as though they need to come, but simply to give you the update and to let you know that this is the current situation, and that if you are in any way wondering, these are the truths about our current status of how much room we still have, how the protocols are being carried out, etc. And so I will hope that you'll hear these words with a sense of peace of heart that our Lord Jesus Christ is very much still with us. St. Paul, in his letter to the Romans, has said in chapter 8, verse 28, that God works for good for those who are called according to his purpose, which is a verse that invites us to trust in God's providential care, that he is at work in all things, whether they are elements of joy or perhaps times of trial. God is always at work to bring about the good in those whom he loves. And so to be encouraged that we at the parish, we long for the day that we can all be together again. But in this meantime, as we continue during this time of COVID-19 restrictions, that we simply want to encourage you to continue to know that we are praying for you, and please God that if there's anything we can do to assist you, we want to make ourselves available to that. So do not hesitate to get in touch with us. But may we all support one another in prayer, and please God, we will all be together again very, very soon to worship our Lord and to partake fully of the Eucharist as that foretaste of the kingdom of heaven that Jesus leaves us for this life and truly desires to share with each of us. May God bless you.